What is up, everyone? I am back with another low quality YouTube video. Um, I'm here today to talk about Prototype 3 and what my thoughts on it. This video is inspired by YouTubers such as Whitelight and Pepperless Rabbit Hole with their Let's Make a Prototype 3 type videos. Shout out to them. I can't leave a link in this. I would leave a link in the description, but it's not really working for me right now, so can't do that. But just search up Let's Make Prototype 3 and you'll find both of their videos in the search. Really good videos about how they would make it. Excellent ideas and many things. So let's talk about, well, my opinions. Now, I'm not creative as them, so I won't be able to make any idea on how I would make it, but I'm definitely going to put my thoughts on if I want a Prototype 3, and the answer is hell yes. I want a Prototype 3 so damn bad, but is it going to happen? Well, who knows? Who knows? But I will say that Prototype 3, or sorry, Prototype in general, is my favorite genre when it comes to the anti-hero slash superhero slash whatever, you know, gameplay type scenarios. Alex Mercer, the main character of Prototype, one at least, is my favorite out of all of the anti-heroes that I've ever seen in, well, media or comic books or whatever ever. Like, he's such a badass character. Sure, you got Venom in Marvel or Red Hood in DC. They are still my favorite characters in those what do you call them, cinematic universes or comic books. But when it comes to the video games, it's definitely Alex Mercer for sure, or you know, but mainly Alex Mercer. So I was thinking that you know, we need a Prototype 3 game. I hope someone makes it. I'm not sure with Activision or I don't know, someone else. Hopefully someone, if it's not Activision, buys the IP, because we really need a... I want a Prototype 3 so bad. Well, to be honest with you, there are many games I want, which will never happen, ever, unless someone, like, makes a studio for that specific reason. If you want to know what games I want, that will never ever happen, ever. I want a Venom game from Insomniac, a Sauron game from Lord of the Rings, so it can be Sauron and go around with his damn mace, using people with his mace, and many others, but they won't happen unless, you know, technology progresses increasingly one day. You never know. So I was thinking, yeah, Prototype 3, like, the ideas of what powers you could probably maybe get in Prototype 3. I mainly like Pepperless Rabbit Hole's video on the powers and upgrades and new skills and shit you can use. I prefer that video specifically because it just makes me so hyped for Prototype 3 that will probably never happen. But it's an awesome idea nonetheless. A man can dream. But I will say that people say that Alex Mercer coming back. I'm not too sure about that. It seems a bit far-fetched, but it would be awesome nonetheless. Alex Mercer is my favorite character. James Teller in number 2 was badass, but I didn't like the amount of swearing he did and, you know, being angry and all that. I prefer Alex Mercer's more non-human, you know, out of touch of out of reality type mindset. It looks like he's thinking about something all the time, but he's not. It's quite interesting. If you can tell in the background, the gameplay, I'm really trying here. I'm really trying to make my character look badass in the gameplay. So yeah, I don't really have much to talk about in this video, but I'm trying to think about, you know, would a Prototype 3 even happen? And my answer is I hope so. I hope so. The evidence seems like it could happen, but there's no guarantee, of course. Insomniac, from what I can tell, needs to really be shown or told that it's worth it. I would say the community, the Prototype community, or any other community needs to join together and to unite under one banner to get the attention of Activision or something. My dream, honestly, my dream would be to be Insomniac from Sony or PlayStation to make it, because they have heavy experience in dark themes like Prototype with their Resistance franchise. I played Resistance 1 and 2 in the past, and they were really dark and honestly very depressing games to play, but they were really fun nonetheless. But will they do it? Who knows? Sony will have to buy the IP of Prototype, which I hope they do in a way, honestly. But they would also suck for the what's it called, the Xbox players who've been waiting for a new Prototype as well. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I'm hoping for it, but you know, there's no guarantee with anything these days. So I was thinking to give my other ideas on other games that I would like to have. I already told you some of them earlier, but the main one is a Venom game from Insomniac, because Venom will from what we saw in the Spider-Man reveal trailer from the PlayStation showcase or E3 or whatever it's called. I'm not sure which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was a state of play. Yeah, it was a state of play. I hope we get a Venom game from Insomniac. That'd be awesome, because anti-heroes are my favorite. I hate goody two-shoe superheroes. They're really annoying. Not all of them. Some of them are really cool, like Spider-Man or Superman or Batman. But I prefer superheroes with a bit of darkness in them, so they're constantly fighting the darker side. It just makes for a more interesting story, morally or anything else in the game. I prefer gameplay with choices as well, so like maybe if like a new Prototype game came out or a new Venom game came out, hopefully, maybe we will get choices, so like good and light choices. The main one I can think of that many people will come to mind is Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That game had a really cool superhero, power feel, and depending on what suit you weared, whether it was the red and blue suit or the symbiote suit, it was really cool. It really made you feel powerful if you used the black suit, but obviously that was mainly for the evil choices, but it felt really cool nonetheless. There are many other games I want like in the future, but will they happen? Who knows? Hopefully they will. Hopefully someone watches this video from a studio or some shit and then make an entire game out of it. Probably not, but it'll be cool. That reminds me of Star Wars. Before I go into more Prototypes, I want to talk about Star Wars. Star Wars, I'm sick of the Jedi. I'm honestly sick of the Jedi. If you're not into Star Wars, that's okay, but if you're into Star Wars watching this video, you're going to be sick of the Jedi by now. The Jedi are so annoying and really piss me off in nearly every single media they appear in. I just like the Sith way more. Their Sith lightning, their Force choking. Darth Vader is a badass. I want a Darth Vader again. That'd be cool. No, it'll never happen. I'm pissed that they stopped the Force Unleashed series. That really annoyed me when Lucasfilm shut down and they didn't have that. Starkiller is my favorite. Honestly, I would say that every single media, or both Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Prototype, I prefer the villains more, or the anti-heroes more. I never like the heroes that much. So I'm just going on a rambling right now. But back to Prototype. So I was just thinking that hopefully we'll get a Prototype. Have hope. If we don't get Prototype, we'll definitely get something in the future that's close to it. I'm hoping it will be Prototype. But I know for a fact the game companies, or even anything else, won't be able to avoid violence for long, because violence always finds a way to come back into the game industry. So I'm pretty sure we'll eventually get a game similar to Prototype, or Prototype itself. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we do. So enough of my talk. Enough of my. It's late where I am. It's very late where I am. It's like 12 p.m. right now, or a.m. I should say. Early morning. I live in Australia, so if you're wondering. But yeah, just have hope. that we'll get something like Prototype or Prototype itself in the future, or any of the stuff, or any of the other stuff I mentioned, including Star Wars and Venom game and all that. If you're into the stuff I am, then leave a comment down below and leave a like if you do agree with any of the stuff I said in this video. If not, then roast me in the comments. Anyway, I'll see you all later.